hustling over grounded obstacles naturally. As a hog. So actually, that was my first definition when I came up with Hog On. I was always raised with hustling, getting my hands dirty, grinding, figuring out ways to think outside of the box. And for those who know, I was born in Little Rock, Arkansas. So in Little Rock, Arkansas, give me a second. In Little Rock, Arkansas, we are hogs. It's a natural state. It's a natural environment, natural habitat. And I wasn't embraced. You know how you try to find your own lane. And I actually tried to embrace our culture of being hogs with other people who was hogs. You know what I mean? Fans and say, hey, this is what I was doing. But I realized that I couldn't put together both movements. I had to create my own hog, and that's why you see my logo is a picture of a hog's face. And I wanted my graphics to stand out to make, I wanted it to mean to be serious but comical, to have a movement behind it, meaning, anyone who have survived something, who's overcoming something, who's fighting to overcome something daily, then you're getting your hog on. So it had nothing to do with the university, even though my song that I created, Hog On, I gave a shout out to the Razorbacks because I got a lot of family, loved ones, and associates who had participated in the academics of their programs. So I wanted to also show them love, not necessarily the college itself, but just some of the people that I know personally, and then some of the ones my song that I've written, I don't really know them. I just put their name in the song because they made history. So in my song Hog On, it pretty much just talks about where I was from, how we get a hog on, where we from, how we overcome the odds, being in a small place and making a big impact. So for those who had never been to Hog City, I would say, hey, if you've never been there, it'd be a good thing to experience it, especially doing bike blues and barbecue. Actually, that'd be the best time to go because there's a lot of action going on, a lot of moving around. Everybody representing their brand, representing the hogs, representing the blues and the bikes. So that actually is a great time to visit the city. So if you was thinking about visiting Arkansas, visiting Fayetteville, Arkansas, especially, I would say visit it during the bike blues and barbecue. Other times it's nice. Don't get me wrong; they have games and different things, but I would say during that time would be the best time to do it. Best time to do it. Me creating Hog On was honestly about finding my identity. I always knew who I was, but I needed to put a title or put a logo with it just to help me as a brand to brand myself. And I know that when you're branding yourself as an independent business, especially as a black business, it's better to not put your face in it. That's just me personally. This is what I have learned, that you have different hindrances when you do that. You can, I'm not knocking it, but I'm just saying for me personally, coming from my standpoint, being a ex felon, ex con, coming from the South, it just made it more difficult to be took serious. Like as soon as someone sees you, they cut the light off, So me representing with my hog actually allowed me to reach other people, people that I normally wouldn't have reached if they just would have seen my face off the top. They were like, oh, no, I don't know what he's talking about. They see my beard and my gold teeth. They would assume I was on some BS. Oh, man, I wonder what he's on. So bringing my hog or representing my hog, bringing it to light in my movement helped me reach different horizons, reach people that I probably would have normal wouldn't have reached with just the logo itself, with them seeing it and like, oh, what is this about? And then seeing the movement behind it and what I'm doing. And I have had people get in their feelings, get mad at me because my channel is HogOn Welding, but I don't weld all the time. I talk, I show different things that I'm doing, I show processes, but it's not all about welding because life isn't all about welding. In order for you to get your hog on, you're gonna have to address different issues of your life in order to make that possible. So me just being who I am, I knowing that if I only show you that the grass is greener on this side, once you get over here, you're gonna be like, man, you're a damn lie. I could have stayed over where I was at. You know what I'm saying? Because the grass really isn't greener. Everybody can make their grass where they're at green. You tend to look at someone else play, you tend to forget about the meal on yours. So my goal was is just be transparent with it, to show you that I gained my freedom through welding and through independence. I gained um, my stability, and I'm still working on things. Like, don't get me wrong, like it's a constant struggle um, to get your business off the ground, to get things reestablished. And those who know, I just moved to Oklahoma City about 2 months ago, so you know I'm breaking new grounds here. So it's like I had to start over. I had just got my feet good and established in my roots in the ground in Phoenix, and then I had to uproot and come here. But one thing I can say about welding, it doesn't matter where you go, there's a need. It doesn't matter where you go when you're dealing with fabrication and repairs, because someone always gonna need something, you know. So it's all about how you present yourself and knowing exactly what you want. So when I say hustling over grounded obstacles, naturally, think about it. We have to hustle. We have to knock on doors. We have to grind. We can't take no for an answer, you know. And you're gonna have to overcome some grounded obstacles, meaning there's gonna be some things that's gonna be set place in life that it's what it is. And I know that coming from an African American standpoint, a Native American or a Spanish American, I know you understand what I mean. Like there's hindrance here for us. It's just what it is, you know. So you're gonna have to overcome those areas. You're gonna have to overcome those hindrances and those stumbling blocks, you know, because they're in America, man. It's just what it is, you know. America was built for its people, and we wasn't included. We wasn't inside the paperwork. That's just what it was. Now things are starting to get changed, and the Constitution is being worked on in clauses. But you got to think that this is how it is. This is just what it is. Just reality, you know. So me coming up with this Hog On movement was to say to anyone, and not only to myself, that we got to hustle over grounded obstacles naturally. And we're just doing it as a whole. We're doing it as something that's not domestic. Think about it. The system domesticized pretty much everything to that way it can come in the household, the jobs, all this other stuff. Where you want to be a hog, you're not domestic, meaning you're not waiting on the master. You're not waiting on anyone to feed you, to put a bowl outside, to pat you on the back and say, do a trick and I give you a treat. You know, you're not waiting on any of that. You're grinding. And it takes a special type of person to go against odds. And I know I'm not the only one out here who's getting my hog on. And for those who have now found my channel, you know, I know they're gonna be getting their hog on with me. You know what I mean? Because it's all about iron sharpens iron. We helping one another get over the hump and running our ideas together, building businesses, product over talent. You know, never switching the message up, just getting better. Every day is not going to shine. Every day the sun isn't going to be shining for us. So we got to grind anyway. And we got to remember that during the days where it's raining, we probably most definitely needed that rain to water our soil and water the seeds that we've been planting in the sun. You know, so embrace every moment in life is what I have learned, to just embrace it. The ups, embrace it. The down, embrace it. And don't get too caught up on the down times, because one thing I remember my aunt used to tell me, you even going through something, you in something, or you coming out of something. Salute, salute, salute. Respect, man. Salute. I appreciate you checking in with me right now. I appreciate that. Like I say, I just wanted to, okay, Lafayette, Louisiana, salute. Okay, I've never been down there. I've been to Louisiana, though. Got family down in Monroe. Actually, I got family in Monroe, and knew some people in Boulder City. Knew a couple people through never been to New Orleans actually, but I want to go. It's actually on my bucket list to go to New Orleans. I want to go down there through one of the festivals and actually say I've been. You know, I think that as we grind and we get things together, we should write up a list, write up something as we struggle hard and we're hustling to get our lives together, that we should come up with a list of things to do, to see, to just enjoy life. And at first, my list, I ain't gonna lie to you, when you first start your list have a lot of material things on it. There's a lot of material things. You like, oh yeah, I want this, I want that, I want this, and then you realize that you just want to see things. You want to experience the things. Life is not necessarily about the possessions you hold, but about the things you experience and the things you see, and the laughter and joy and happiness and love you receive when you're around that special person or the people that you appreciate, you know. So I just wanted to stop to you just for a second, just to say the true definition of it, how I got it, and then, like I say, my technical name for it when I really associated with welding, and I kind of used the same logo to do everything, and I named it honoring our generation ornamental nature, meaning we honor it. We like to build things with our hands. So with Hog On, we honoring those who like to build things and like to fabricate and like to install. And not only are we honoring with teaching it, we honor it by teaching it too. By me helping someone else get their hog on, me helping someone else learn how to establish their business, learn the trade, learn how to turn a trade into a business. That's what it's about with me, honestly. And I feel like people are gravitating to the movement because they understand. It's not about, you have some people that say, oh, you hate America or you're not with America because I say black, black, black. I'm black. I'm a black African American. I'm a black native. So I'm going to talk about black issues. And if you have an issue with that, then might not be a good channel for you, because I'm going to speak about my experiences, my pain, what I go through, my perspective. And if you don't like a black perspective, then don't tune into a black channel. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm going to just be honest with you. Now, it's not about hate with me, but it's about truth and facts. And I'm just speaking my facts. And if you don't like it, turn your head. But we have to be realistic with things. Just because you don't like something doesn't mean it doesn't exist for someone else. So don't be cocky to think that this life is perfect for everybody, because it's not. It's someone who looks like me, who may not look like me, who still got to get their hog on, who still got to hustle over grinded obstacles, who still got to make something happen out of nothing. And that's what this movement is about. And my pandemic shirts, my Pan Africa shirts, I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep saying pandemic due to what we're going through right now. Pan Africa shirts, just to represent our movement for our people that, I know who I am. I know what it means. I know I know that it's not just about me, it's about us. And the only way that I can do it is by making action speak louder than words. The clothing, that's just something that, we have to embrace because we wear them anyway, and we want to, embrace someone's movement and show support. But it's it's not about the clothing, it's about the movement. It's about hustling over grinding obstacles naturally, you know, really overcoming your flaws, overcoming the things that's keeping you from getting to that next level. That's what it's about. Point blank period. Like, I can't stress that enough. So you're always gonna have someone who's not gonna agree with your movement, who's think you about this or about hate or about. I'm not about hate. I'm pro black, but being pro black doesn't mean I'm anti white, because I'm not. I got mixed kids. My wife is white. And I didn't even, you know, go looking for that. But that's the way God set things up. It's just the way life happens, you know what I mean? And I'm humble enough to know that when I get a blessing, I'm gonna hold on to my blessing. I don't care about what it looks like when I know who sent it to me. So I think we just gotta get um take our eyes off of that, take our eyes off of want to judge someone from not doing what we think they should do. Everybody got to do it different. Everybody get their hog on different, but the goal is just to get your hog on. I'm not going to get mad at you because you got your hog on by counting 9 plus 1. If we all get to 10, you got them faster. And I counted six. I counted five fives. You see what I'm saying? So it's like everybody do at five. It's just like everybody do say different. So you can't knock someone from doing something different, because there's more than one way to get it. More than one way to get to 10, 73. You know what I mean? 6 and 4. I know you done roll dice. There's more than one way to make something happen. So I think that for you knocking someone or not agreeing with someone to the point where you want to belittle them, I think that's wrong, because you don't know that struggle. You don't know what they went through. So I don't knock anything what anybody do. I just get my home on. And I do it consistently. I do it to the point where some people probably think that um, I got a paid program in rotation, the way I post and the way I do things. But I just learned how to find my niche and things to keep me going and keep me focused. So everybody is different, but the movement is for everybody. Hog On is for everybody. Anyone who's overcoming, anyone who's going through something and they survived it. You got your hog on. So I just wanted to kind of touch bases on that a little bit and kind of talk about the meaning of it and where it came from. Like I said, it come from me really, really trying to find myself. And once I found my movement and I paid for my logo, I paid for it. I got it critiqued a few times. Um, and one thing I want to say, when you start a movement, don't waver. Once you put your stamp on it and you say, this is it, you're going to have to rock it till you die. Rock with it, ride it, stand on it, and make it a movement if it's just a thought at first. Mine was just a thought or just an idea, that I had. And now that it's an idea that other people embrace, other people buy the shirts, other people salute and say Hog On and know what it means and like the ideal of getting a Hog On and actually making some things happen. And as a black man, just to see someone like me, a black welder, coming from my side of the track, without switching it up, just to let those who know who's on that side that you still can get over, you still can make things happen. I'm not saying anything gonna be perfect because of this, not, you know what I mean? But it can most definitely happen for you. So I just wanted to say that to you, man, kind of give you a brief, detailed description of what Hog On means, honoring our generation ornamental nature, and hustling over grounded obstacles naturally.